Alright guys, welcome back. So starting to get the paint on this night and it's gone really quick. So basically all I've done is given all the metallics a base coat of black, which took a little while to get into the details with the airbrush, but it wasn't too bad. And then I went and bought Mercury Grey from Halford's metallic spray paint and just gave everything a bit of a dusting, and it's come out really well. I'm not sure how well it'll show on the camera, but it's kind of perfect little dark metallic. It's still got all the shadow in it. Yeah, just think a dry brush now and then some washes and it's going to look really good. And then on these two bits, I gave them a brass base coat just through the airbrush. They'll get washed and dry brushed, they'll be done real quick. So all of that, which is the bulk of it, the whole chassis, all of the shields, the weapons, it took me like 5 minutes to airbrush that out of a tin can. If that, it's pretty crazy. Anyway, it looks cool, so I'm going to crack on to some details and I will be back in a bit. Alright guys, so I have been doing a bit more work on this. Basically, you saw it a minute ago with the base coat of the car primer, the Ford primer, and the brass on that. So basically what I've now done is I went in and I used whatever, is it lead belcher I think, just to dry brush the edges of this up, which just highlighted it really nice. Same on that part there. I then mixed a wash, which I got a tip from Mark Bedford at the Games Day, Forge World Open Day, or weekend rather. And he was talking about painting legions quickly, and a wash he mixes up to put on all his marines, which I think is a mix of sepia, equal parts sepia and non-oil. At least that's what I heard, so that's what I did. Might not be what Mark did, I'm pretty sure it is, but it might not be. And I wanted to use it for metallics because it came out with like this oily look to it, and I thought that would look quite nice rather than a flat black over it. And it has, and it kind of picks up in here. You can kind of see a bit more of a warmth to the metals, which comes out. It's come out really nice. But on top of that, I also did all the gold details. So I've got a few brighter golds in there, and then a bit more of a dull gold on the pistons. And I did a silver, mithril silver on the actual piston rods. And I washed the whole lot, and it just pulled it all together. And honestly, I'm really happy with how this looks, considering how little time I've put into it. And it's a trick anyone can do. The spray can stuff's really easy. Dry brushing is also really easy. Getting just that level of detail, anyone can do that. I haven't done anything too challenging. And then just washed it and made sure that I didn't pull anywhere. And there's a couple of ways you can do that. One way I tend to favour is I get it all washed. Whilst it's still wet, I then kind of unload my brush, which is a wash brush, which tends to take up a lot of paint or wash. And then I just go and kind of areas, so like on top of these sections there was some pools, and I just sort of scooped them off. You just kind of put the brush in and it kind of sucks the paint out, and you can just make sure you don't have too many, like on your flat areas, too much stuff that's going to dry and look weird. So I did that, and I swear it took me, I reckon if time spent actual applying stuff against preparing, 10 minutes maybe. Obviously the drying time took a bit longer, but all of that didn't take long. Maybe 15 with the details, but I haven't done loads, I've just done enough. When the panels go on and all that details, I don't want it to conflict too much with each other and be too detailed, because I think you can take it a bit too far with these models. You don't need to. So I think anyone can do that. Anyone can get something looking like that. And if you agree, cool, let me know. If you don't agree, let me know. If you think, hey, I want to have a go at it, and you feel like a tutorial or something might be useful, let me know. I'll perhaps give it a blast for you. But anyone can get that. There was no massive amount of skill gone into that. Just a bit of knowledge that I've learned over the years, and that was it. Really it. I mean, I've been dry brushing since I first began, and I remember I've made a brush as a child, and I say made, it just got paint stuck in it to the point it was a good consistency for dry brushing, so that was a complete fluke. But anyway, get your dry brushing right, which is really easy, and you can have wicked looking models. Alright, well look, I've got now on the floor over there, I have the panels, so my messy studio at the moment. I just dry brush it. I'm just drying from the what's it called? This varnish stuff, G-Dub varnish, and then I'm going to get the black on, and I still can't decide what colour to do it. So any recommendations, let me know. But we'll get onto that next, and I'll basically do a little video where I'm just doing the panels. So this will be the end of this one. So this is part 2, and then part 3 will be colours on the panels, and then decals on the panels, and then weathering and putting it all together. Alright, laters.